Hey guys, so Apple, in their new One More Thing event, just announced 3 new Macs, the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and Mac Mini, all featuring the M1 chip. In this video, we will be exclusively talking about the MacBook Pro. I have 2 other videos talking about the MacBook Air and the Mac Mini if you want to check them out. Anyway, let's get started. So, the 13-inch MacBook Pro got a refresh, however not the 16-inch. That is a bit disappointing. With the new M1 chip inside the MacBook Pro, you can get up to 2.8 times the CPU performance of the last year's model, and up to 5 times the graphic speeds. This is Apple's most advanced neural engine, and it's up to 11 times faster for machine learning. This is absolutely insane. 11 times the performance? If you are a creator or someone who needs machine learning, then 11 times is crazy. 2.8 times CPU performance and 5 times the graphics speeds are still phenomenal. So this Mac, in my opinion, is one of the best Macs. It also features up to 20 hours of battery life. 20 hours. A day only has 24 hours. So if you need to use your Mac for 20 hours a day, then this will be perfect. Imagine having a device that lasts 20 hours though. That is absolutely phenomenal. This is 10 hours longer than the last MacBook Pro. Next, the GPU has 8 cores, the same as my iPad Pro. And this GPU is so good. I can edit 4K, 8K videos on my iPad Pro with no fans. And the MacBook Pro does have a fan. So just imagine. Also, since the chips are optimized for the Macs, the chipsets can perform at its best. The CPU is also 8 cores, allowing this processor to be the most advanced processor that Apple has ever made. And finally, a 16-core neural engine allows this device to be the most versatile Mac that Apple has released to date, even faster than the iMac Pro and Mac Pro currently available, simply because they still use Intel chips. And because that this Mac uses Apple Silicon chips made natively by Apple, it can natively run iPhone and iPad apps like Among Us. Next, since it's 20 hours of battery life, you can basically do anything. Still, with my iPad Pro and my MacBook Pro, the battery lasts the whole day. That's fine. Imagine you're editing a video. That takes a considerably large amount of battery life. But with 20 hours, you can basically do anything. This MacBook Pro can get up to 2 terabytes of SSD storage, which are super fast by the way, up to 3.3 gigabytes per second. If you're looking for a Mac right now, I think this one or the MacBook Air is the way to go. If you're looking for a desktop, you should get the Mac Mini, since that is the updated one. All of this comes at $1,300. So again, you get a CPU with 8 cores, a GPU with 8 cores, and a 16-core neural engine. Sure, yeah, it still comes with 8 gigabytes of memory. However, remember, this is Apple Silicon. Apple's chips always use RAM sparingly, so 8 gigabytes of RAM on macOS works like 12 on Windows. It also comes standard with 256 gigabytes of SSD storage, which is enough for some people, but for others, they might have to upgrade. It comes with the Magic Keyboard, so no butterfly keyboards here, and also 2 Thunderbolt or USB 4 ports. What I just described is the base model. Please do not upgrade to the more expensive models, because only the 2 base models are actually updated with Apple Silicon. So if you spend, say, $1,800, you actually get worse performance. You get a quad-core, 10th generation Intel Core with Intel Iris Plus graphics. This is horrible compared to Apple Silicon with 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine. So please, if you're looking for the MacBook Pro, get the base model. Do not upgrade to the more expensive models, as they are actually worse in performance. So yeah, that's about it. If you are someone who needs MacBook Pros, then I think this is one to go. Also, do not get the 16-inch since that's not updated yet. I'm sure it will be soon. And if you're less of a powerhouse, still check out the MacBook Air. And if you think you're more of a desktop person, you can consider getting the Mac Mini. I have videos talking about them both, so you can check them out. Click on one of the videos on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.